Hey everyone, welcome to Matt Pilates at the Y. My name is Brittany, and all you need today is a mat, yourself, and water if you'd like. So, we are going to go ahead and just get right into it. I'm going to turn myself to the side really quick. Today's focus, I am going to focus a little bit more on limb work today, but don't worry, your core will be involved, okay? So, we're going to bring our legs up into a double V here. We're going to extend through the back and then round out through the spine. Good. Lift, extend and stretch, and curve. Good. Extend through the spine and then tuck that tailbone underneath. Good. 2 more times. Lift. All right, I'm going to bring us to cross-legged stance here. So that was just to liven up the body a little bit. We're going to start off with some arm work. So we're going to bring those hands to heart center, working those shoulders. We're going to push through the palms, raise those hands up overhead, and pull down in a cactus pose and back around. Good. Make it nice and fluid. Nice little press. Pull down. Stay lifted through that crown. Good. Just breathe with the motion. Good. Just working through those shoulders so far. 2 more. Good. Last one, we're just going to hold those elbows out wide. Squeeze, draw those shoulder blades and shoulders down. Let's lift through the chin really quick. And return, bringing those hands back in. All right, we're going to bring our hands in and then we're going to bring our elbows in. I want you to create some friction between those forearms and hands, lifting those hands towards the ceiling in front of you. So it's not quite like down here, but I want you to reach, slide and reach. Okay, keeping things together. Good. Try to keep those shoulders out of the earlobe as best you can. Again, just creating some warmth between the arms, the hands, and hopefully hence the body. We carry a lot of heat in our palms. It's also a good place for heat to release. So nice and warm, especially on a cold day like this in Minnesota. All right, we're gonna hold it here. I want you to try to touch those elbows. It's okay if they don't touch, but we're gonna lift and lower up. Good, squeeze. Squeeze. Doesn't take long to feel these. For 4, 3, 2, 1. We're going to come down and open up. Good. Elbows in. You don't have to come all the way together this time, and elbows out. So little arch on the sides, like you're jumping your elbows over something, over a little cone. Good. In and out. Gradually make it bigger. Squeeze in the back. You can squeeze a little bit in the front, whatever you'd like. Ooh, yeah. Starting to feel a little burn. If you need to take a break, do it. We got 2 more. Good. Last one. Good. Go ahead and just take a little breather. We're not quite done with those shoulders, but all right, round them out. All right, here we go. We're going to bring our hands out, palms down, just little circles. Okay, go ahead and reverse your direction. Oh, I'm already feeling these. Oh. All right, we're gonna hold palms out. You're gonna take one hand, you're gonna close it and pull it in and out. Nice and elegant if you'd like. Good, close, peel across the body. 2 more times here, nice and strong with those arms. Don't let them sag down here. Good, then we're gonna reverse that. You're gonna dive the hand in and pull out. Think like you're just skimming the top of some water. Good, 2 more. Good, and lengthen through those fingers, through those arms. Other side. Close, peel through, extend. Close, peel through, extend. Good, we got 3, I know those arms are heavy. Bear with me. 2 and 1. Reverse. We got 5 going this way. Skim across the water. Close and skim. Create a little wave. Ooh, 2 more. Oh my gosh. My biceps, shoulders are burning. Good. And relax. Oh man. All right, go ahead and just take one shoulder across. Should feel pretty good. Look, we already got 5 minutes down and we're burning. All right, other side. All right, and then I want you to just go ahead and grab onto your elbows behind you and lift. If you can fully clasp those hands behind you, you could do that too. I just like it here. It's a nice gentle move. Shoulders down, lift through the chest a little bit. Try to pull those shoulders back. Drop one ear to one shoulder. Feels good. Another side. And back to center. Let's just give me a nice shoulder roll. And guess what? We are going to hit legs next. So we can take a little break on that upper body. So we'll come to the front half of your mat, and we're going to roll on down nice and slow, all the way down to your back. All right, we're going to do a little bit of quad work. So we're going to extend one of your legs. I got my left leg extended here. Other one can be bent or straight. We're going to lift with a pointed toe and flex and lower. Now, as we're doing this, I want you to pull that low back into your mat. Think a little bit of imprints, squeezing that belly button behind you, or a little sponge behind that low back. Whatever visual you need to keep that pelvis locked in. Maybe singeing the ribs with the front of the pelvis. Good. 3 more here. And only go to the height of that other leg. I don't want you to go all the way up to the ceiling. A little bit of tension on the front of that quad. Good, last one here. Now we are going to go all the way up. I want you to come all the way up. I want you to tap that toe on that knee and then gently lower down. So a little bit of knee and hip mobility here, as well as ankle, because we're pointing and flexing. Now, don't forget about that tummy. Lock that in. Just breathe through the motion. Good, last one here. Good, then we're gonna raise that leg all the way up. We are gonna circle that hip around. So we're gonna bring it out wide, drop it down, and back up. Now, option 2, you can extend that bottom leg. Kind of allows you to bring that leg cross midline. Now, as we do this motion, you wanna try not to rock those hips. Keep them locked down. If your back is arching with that leg straightened, come in and bend it a little bit. Okay. Nice and controlled. It's okay if your circle's up here. If your hip clicks, don't go so low. Okay. Working on that range of motion of the hamstring, squeezing through the quad, allowing the release of that hamstring. All right, we're going to reverse your circle. Maybe slowly make it bigger. Try not to rely on gripping the floor, right? 2 more. Good, just breathe. All right, we're gonna hold that leg up there best you can. If you have a slight bend in the knee, that's totally fine with me. We're gonna extend those arms overhead. We're gonna lower that leg, and then we're gonna reach past their thigh. Option 2, knee comes in, okay? So lengthen, and so we're on that same leg still. Inhale, exhale, inhale. Option 2, exhale. You can always leave a head on the floor as well. Nice job. 3, 2, and 1. Good. Go ahead and just hug that knee in for a moment. Good. Then we're going to tip to the side so the knee you just worked is on top. And go ahead and grab onto the foot, stretching through that quad. We'll gently return to the back and we'll hit that other leg. So extend that right leg if you were doing the same one as mine. Otherwise, switch. We're just going to raise up with that pointed toe and lower with a flexed foot. The leg only goes to the height of your other leg. I don't want you to go all the way up to the ceiling. That uses a little bit of momentum with gravity. Good. Now lock that core down. Try to imprint that low back best you can. Keep the tenseness on the front of that leg or your quad. And just breathe. Let's do 3 more here. This is great for your knees. All right, on this next one, we're going to point and lift all the way up. Tap that other knee. Extend, flex down. Think about that leg just floating in space. Feel where it is at in space. Good. Again, I want you to put your focus in the muscles. What straightens that leg? It is your quad. What straightens through pointing that toe, right? Your calf. Flex, little stretch on the way down. Concentric on the way up. Good. 2 more here. Beautiful. Then we're going to bring that leg all the way up again, and we're going to circle it. Again, option 2, you can straighten through that bottom leg, allowing your leg to go cross midsection, so opening it up, crossing it around, and go as big as you like. Again, if you have that hip click in there, don't go so low. You're still working your core. I feel like some days mine clicks, some days it doesn't. It's not really consistent. I don't want you uncomfortable in this. You can slightly bend that knee as well for a little bit more stability. Good. Reverse your circle. Oh, this leg is a little harder for me today. I feel like I need a stretch. This should help with that range of motion. 2 more circles. All right, we'll bring that leg up. If you want, you can bend through that other one or leave it straight again. We're going to have those arms up overhead. Extend the leg, come up and crunch. Same side. Option 2, you can bring it in here. Lengthen, crunch. Good. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale, reach. Again, you can bring that knee in if you'd like. 3 more. You got it. 2 and 1. Hugging that knee. Just hold it for a moment. What I do like about Pilates is the motions are usually slow and controlled, and it does point out those imbalances. So for example, I couldn't lift this leg as high today without struggling or shaking a little bit, which tells me my hamstring might be a little tight today. So just something to think about. It's not a bad thing, it's just being aware of your body. All right, but go ahead and tip onto that side, grabbing that back foot. we'll release that and then we'll lay all the way down. Full body extension here. We'll take a nice inhale to prep. Exhale, start to raise up the arms. You're gonna peel off the floor for a full body roll up. Good, come back down. Now let's warm up that spine a little bit. Good, lengthen at the top. Inhale, one spine down at a time. Good. This also will get better with practice if you feel like your spine goes to dun 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 all the way down. Spinal mobility and flexibility, it will get better with that muscular control, neuromuscular connection with that brain, mind, body. Good, let's do one more and I'll meet you at the top, okay? All right, I'm gonna grab a sip of water. I encourage you to grab one whenever you need it. This is a good time to do it. All right. We're gonna stay seated here for a second. We're gonna split those feet to about mat width apart. We're gonna bring those arms out to the side. Hopefully they are recovered after that little shoulder series. We're gonna take a nice inhale. If you want, flex those feet. If this bothers the hip flexors, please cross your legs. Crisscross applesauce. Good. We're just gonna rotate side to side. And have you inhale, exhale, and as you squeeze to the side, wringing out that spine, extending those fingertips wall to wall. Really practice on looking over that shoulder. We lose this function as we age if you don't use it, okay? We want to be able to look over that shoulder without having to move your whole body with you. Nice. All right, so on this next one, we're gonna add a little forward fold. So go ahead, reach towards that opposite toe foot, bring it on up, stack the spine, rotate, lean towards that other foot. Good, take your time, especially if we got osteopenia, osteoporosis, twisting. Usually doctors are like, no. It's okay if you're working on it and it's done with control, okay? Within your own range of motion. This is a gentle movement. One more on each side. Maybe you're starting to feel those shoulders again. All right, and let's just come to a forward fold. Let's just go ahead and release that tension. Maybe you want to shake that head a little bit or turn that head left to right. Soften through the knees. Allow your body to sink into the floor here. Good, let's go ahead and walk those hands up. Back up to seated. All right, I'm gonna cross my legs. We're gonna get up onto all fours here. Cat-cow, just to reset that breath a little bit. That kind of felt good. So extend through the spine, push through the floor. Inhale, exhale. One more. Maybe wag out any other tension you have today. All right, we're gonna do opposite leg, opposite arm. I'm gonna have you just pick an opposite leg, opposite arm. Hold it up for just a second here. Gain your balance. Good, we're gonna crunch in, curve through the back, and extend wall to wall. I don't care if that foot is pointed or flexed in this one, whatever feels good. I like a flexed foot. I'm feeling my calf today. It's a nice little stretch. Good, crunch, use those abdominals on the way in and lengthen, squeezing out through that glute and reaching through that arm. Good, two more. And last one. All right, challenge option arm can be up here. Today, I'm just gonna ground my hand and you can ground yours with me. We're gonna point through that toe and you're gonna create a circle on the back wall. Now, as we're circling that leg, Keep that pelvis and low back still. We don't want to wag our tail here. Okay. Really watch that we don't sag through that belly button. You want to stay lifted and just move through that ball and socket joint nice and easy. And some days that circle might not feel like a circle, but something to work on. Sometimes we're just so tight, it feels more like a hexagon or maybe a triangle. All right, reverse. Let's keep that leg still. We're gonna go corner to corner on the back of your mat, lift it up and over, arching. So this is also another one. Keep that midsection lifted. We don't wanna wobble through that low back. So good, keep that hip strong. Good, for 2 and 1. All right, we're not done yet. I'm gonna have you keep that leg up there. We're gonna crunch it in, curve through the back, and this time extend and lift a little bit through that back leg, okay? Again, you can do that with your arm if you'd like. I'm gonna keep my hand grounded. You do you. Crunch in, push out. One more. Ground those knees. Let's go ahead and push it into a child's pose. Good, let's go ahead and raise it back up onto all fours here. And you're gonna pick your other opposite arm, opposite leg. So here we go. Lift it up and just hold for a moment. Gain your balance here. Or establish balance, I should say. Good, go ahead. Crunch it in. Lengthen wall to wall. So this one we're not lifting, but we're lengthening wall to wall. In line with that body. Crunch in the middle. Push. Exhale. Inhale, lengthen. Nice job. 2 more here. Good. I'm going to go ahead and ground through my hand. If you want for that challenge, opposite hand can stay up during this. Go ahead and circle through that leg. Staying lifted through the belly button without sagging that low back or wagging your tail. Nice job. Reverse your direction. You can always go down to the forearms if those wrists get sore. Good, hold that leg back there, corner to corner on your mat. Little arch in between. Again, low back, keep that low back still and lifted, only moving through that hip joint. Nice job. Good, one more. All right, not out of the woodwork yet. This time we lengthen and lift, crunch it in. Lift and lengthen. Again, you can have that opposite arm if you'd like. Crunching it in for that challenge. I'm going to keep mine grounded. Good. 4 more. 4. 3. 2. And 1. Good. Take a child's pose. Good. I'm just going to short live this one because I would like to stretch through the hips that we just worked. So take a knee and go ahead and pull it through. Pigeon if you'd like. You can lift, extending through the hip flexor to start. And then once it feels good, you can go ahead and just sink on down. Option 2, you can bend through that back knee, a zigzag pose, whatever feels good today. Good. If you like it's extended behind, I am going to have you draw that knee in for that zigzag pose. Then we're actually going to lean up and over those legs, creating space between the ribs and pelvis. It just feels good. Nice job. We're just going to switch legs. Again, if you want, you can extend through that hip flexor to begin with, or you can just fold over right away. Come down when you're ready. All right, pull that knee in. If it isn't, lean up and over. And back down. We got a couple minutes left. I'm just going to hit some core with you, okay? So bring it on back down. Awesome. We're going to bring those legs up to table. Take a nice inhale. Exhale. Draw that belly button down. We're going to go ahead and lower one leg. Lower the other. Option 2, arms are up. And with a little bit of stabilizing work through that core. Inhale. Exhale. Nice work. Good. One more. Whatever you're going to do to even out. We're going to keep those legs up. Arms come overhead. We're going to reach. Inhale. Exhale. Draw that belly button down. 3 more here. You can always lower the legs down if you need. Okay. There's 2. Last one. We are going to hold up. Good. So we're going to take that leg, drop it, and switch. Switch. Option 2, you can lay the head down, okay? Switch, switch. Little space between chin and chest. For my go-getters, there you go. A little bit longer, you got this. Good. For 3, 2, 1. Oop, I'm not even. There we go. And lower on down. All right. We're just going to extend those legs long. Let's just do a full body stretch here. Good. Option 2, maybe bring those legs into butterfly and open up those palms. I want to take a moment and just inhale gratitude. I am thankful for having warmth on a really cold winter day like today, roof over my head, food on the table where, other people aren't so lucky. So just nice inhale. Be grateful for what you have, the simple things, your family, your body, your time right now, and exhale. Good. Take one more breath. You can stay here as long as you want. Otherwise, we are done. And my name is Brittany. Thank you for taking Mat Pilates with me today, and I'll see you next week.
I'm Sarah, and this is Cardio Dance. Are you guys ready to work out? Let's do it.
I woke up feeling like this gon' be my day. I got that poppin' fire every step I take. Living that wild
Through the bag. Go. That's where we want to go.
Last 10 seconds. I'm right here with you. Let's do it. Welcome to the Y. My name is Erin. I'm Jennifer. My name is Linda.
My name is Tommy, and today we're going to do a quick step routine.
We feeling like we can conquer the world today?
I wish you all could smell it. It smells so good.
Time. We get stronger in my world.